Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Interactions, where today we're going to be checking out the overworld. But before that, I managed to clean up a lot of the quests here in the first chapter. I started by making this porcelain chicken, which I'm currently leveling up here. It's currently breeding with itself. I'm going to make that 10-10-10. I managed to get the smart chickens to 10-10-10, so we have a lot of those things now. I realised also at the end of the last episode that I forgot about spawning sheep for wool, so we can do that to get the Rain Be Gone quest, as we were needing wool for this cloud. So I'm just in the middle of collecting wool from this guy, and I'm going to summon another one in fact. I have also went ahead and made the melter, the porcelain tank, along with the basin and the faucet. This was in order to get molten clay, which we needed for the chicken. I've also made 6 more apples of restoration, and we need these for the gardens from Pam's Harvestcraft. These are very, very useful. These give you a lot of different resources when you farm them. This is the last quest I think that we're missing, other than the Rain Be Gone one, which is right here. So we have 6 gardens here to make. It just requires a sapling and the apple of restoration. It's basically each of the vanilla saplings that you need crafts a different version of the garden. And I think the last thing I've set up is this clay kiln automation with just a conveyor belt with a extraction and insertion upgrade. I'm going to make a whole array of these things once we get to the overworld, but I just wanted to do this so that I could get some glass shards easier and stone and whatnot. And then other than that, I've just been doing a lot of farming, collecting some more resources, some more rubber, apples. I made an apple tree as well. And you might have noticed this little platform over here. I was originally planning on expanding this and staying in the void world, but then I thought, you know what, we kind of done that in Omni Factory. We built like a big flat base like this. I think it's time to change it up, so we're going to be moving everything from here into the overworld. There's the last piece of leather we need to summon our sheep. But yeah, I haven't quite decided what type of base I'm going to build, but yeah, I wanted to kind of mix it up, so we're not going to be doing a flat void world like we did here. So this should be our second sheep, which we can then breed. Oh, there we go. I don't have any more shears. Oh, we're still missing 1 wool. Okay, I'll have to wait for that. But yeah, other than the gardens, which I'm going to craft once we get through the portal and we move everything, I think that's just about us. So I think I'll claim all the crest rewards. Well, that's quite a lot of stuff. I forgot there was some stuff over here as well. This opens up the overworld tab. There's a lot of different quests in here. I'll take a look at this in a second, but we got our first trophy for crafting the portal blocks. Place that down there for now. And that one. And there was one at the bottom of this one. It gave us some obsidian. A couple of different things. One's for the chicken as well. But yeah, that's basically us. I'm going to make this rain shield. And then prepare to go through the portal. Okay, you know what? I actually can't wait any longer. I really want to see what's on the other side of this portal. So let's go through, and that's going to kind of inform our decision whether, or if we want to stay directly on the other side of this thing, or if we have to explore a bit further to find a place for a suitable base location. So, oh, that was quick. Very loud. But, okay, this doesn't look too bad. We're in the middle of a plains, or a forest rather. This isn't really a bad spawn. It's a little bit dangerous, or it will be at night anyway. As I believe the mobs in this pack are not very forgiving. But yeah, this is not a bad spawn. I'm quite happy with this, to be honest. Okay, let me make this portal a little bit more safe. I'm going to go back and have a little think about how I want my base to be set up. And then after that I'll come back and talk about what the plans are going to be, I think. Alright, so it's now been quite a few hours actually. I've just been kind of chilling out here, moving everything over. So if we take a quick look at the map, you can see right here is where a portal was. This is where we first spawned into the overworld. And we're about 300-ish blocks away. I just went a little bit east and I found this really nice flat looking area here. And for now I've just dug a little hole. Very basic. Stuck some chests down and I got more or less everything moved over here. Semi-organised, although I don't know how long it'll stay like that. Yeah, I moved over our wood cutters, the condenser, the chicken stuff, and I got a little farm set up outside as well, as you can see there. And I also did die a second time as well, as you can see by the player levels. I think I was up to level 35 before. I fell in the void trying to pick up these apiaries. So yeah, second death of the series already. Hopefully that slows down though. But yeah, this is the sort of area I found here. I think I'm going to build outside here and we'll have different buildings for different functions. I was thinking about going underground, but I've done that so many times and I kind of want to change it up. So I think we're going to be building on this terrain. And it's not just going to be like cobblestone, I'm going to have like a proper building style. I still have to flesh that out. I might actually just jump into creative mode on test world and try out a bunch of building stuff. But as for the next steps here, I think I'm going to set up the villager to start collecting emeralds. And I'll maybe spawn a bunch of sheep and cows, start breeding those guys up. And then I guess we can get the quest reward for this. I'll make the gardens as well and plant all of these. Expand our farm a little bit more. And then, yeah, we'll be ready to start with more progression. Probably we'll start with mining though, because obviously we're going to need resources. And if you don't know, in this pack, the world gen for resources is split into 2x2 chunks. So resources that spawn will spawn underneath these flowers that generate. So right here we have garlic mustard, which corresponds to tin veins. So we get underneath these flowers, we will find only cassiterite and tin ore. But we have tools like the scanner to help with this. We can get this, I think, through the EMC table. I think it's directly available to us. So I'm going to do a little bit more of the boring stuff, and then I'll come back when we're more or less back to the point where we were at on the void world. And we're ready to progress. Alright, so just a quick update here. It's now actually the next day. I got a little bit carried away last night playing. And yeah, I got some more stuff made. I expanded our farms out here. Added room for some more crops to grow. I planted some of the sugarcane as well. And I did also make all 6 of those gardens that were in the quest. So that's that done. We get a sprinkler reward, which is going to be nice. And I also went out and found some mana. So there is naturally generating pools of mana. I don't know if you can see, like, there's a slight difference in colour between these pools and just regular water. This is this mana that spawns. I used this version of mana to create pure daisies, as this was the gate behind our start into Tinker's construct. So the Botania pure daisy we can use for transmuting a bunch of blocks. And the one I wanted it for is this tool station, so with this we can make our Tinker's tools. So before we can make any tools, we're going to need some tool materials. We're going to have to go mining here. So the quest book recommends we take the scanner, which I have just picked up from the EMC table. And I'm not sure what it does by default. Yeah, it looks like we need modules installed. So how do we get the modules? We can make this rare ore one with some clay, redstone, and green dye. Oh, but we need gold for that as well. Okay, well this is kind of useless until we go at least once. So let's just put that there and we'll look for the flowers instead. So I know that we're going to need a lot of copper to start with for the Bronze Age, for the Steam Age. And copper is, I think, this one here, the stibnite one. But there's a couple of different ways we can get copper. There's also this one up here, which gives us jasper, red garnet, and topaz as well. So I think right now we're aiming for either copper or iron. So Ghost Orchid, Aloe Bally, or this one I'm not going to even try to pronounce. And it's getting night here, and I don't know if I've shown it yet, but the nights here are really crazy. There's like a million mobs and you can't see anything. So we might be teleporting home here. I've used the /home command. I was debating whether I wanted to actually use it, but it is in the quest book, so it seems that it is intended that you're supposed to use the command. So yeah, I'm just going to make use of it. And this looks like copper leaf. Yes, it is. Nice. So I'm just going to dig straight down here. So I've dug about 20 blocks down, still nothing, but I see on the map here that we've got a... well, we can't see from that view. If you look in the top right corner, we can see like a little ravine, it looks like. I'm going to check that out. I don't know how dangerous that'll be. Maybe it's... oh, okay. I see. But yeah, you can see the dark is very, very dark in this pack. I see some copper over there, I think. But I don't think we want to go down there right now. It's almost certain death. I'm going to keep looking for the copper that was supposed to be here. Okay, I'm all the way down at Y15 here. I must have missed the vein, so I'm going to go back up and start again. I think copper normally spawns quite high, so I don't think it's going to be all the way down there. Alright, I've hit the ravine again and immediately got 2 shots in the face by that skeleton over there. Luckily I did bring a potion of regen. But without our well, I've got some armor from some zombies that died outside. And I also found this iron pickaxe as well. I think a zombie dropped that. But there's been a lot of zombies outside the front door at our base. Yeah, I don't really want to take another shot from this guy. Let's try and be careful. But I'm kind of thinking that the copper that we seen over that way in the ravine was the one that those flowers were pointing at. I'm going to go just head towards that around the outside of this. Yeah, we just have to be a little bit careful here. Make sure he doesn't see me. Oh, he's seen me. Okay, you know what? There is far too many mobs in here. I'm not taking any chances. I think I'm going to just look elsewhere. Yeah, in fact, there's another one that's right there in front of me. Yeah, I'm leaving. Goodbye. Let's try somewhere else for resources. It should be morning by now, so I'm going to go just back up to the surface and see what we can get. Yeah, normally I thought the copper would have been right underneath this, but apparently not. Unless I was just extremely unlucky. I think this one is redstone ore. This one here, terrestrial orchid. Yeah, it's redstone, cinnabar, ruby. Okay, we can leave that for now. That's going to be for after. I think this one might be diamond, Cambridge blue. Yeah, diamond and coal. Okay. These yellow flowers here are iron, which is going to be really useful. We definitely need iron. Yeah, you know what? Let's dig down here and see if we can get some iron. Oh, I think I found the start of the vein. After digging about, I don't know how many blocks, hundreds. With stone tools, this is very painful. But we got it. We got the iron ore here. And magnetite. I don't know if we can process magnetite though. What does it take? Pulverizer, we don't have that quite yet. What else can we do? I guess we can set up the smeltery for this. Oh, maybe not. I didn't even notice this before. It's disabled. Okay. But we can use the porcelain melter. I wonder, can we make the squeezer from Integrated Dynamics? And we can set up a similar system to the one I had in Enigmatica. I wonder if that's... yeah, that just takes some iron, so... that should be doable. And all we need then is a piston, I think, for... and some slime we can get from rice. So yeah, we can set up one of those armor stand things. Wait, can we make an armor stand? Oh yeah, we can make the armor stand. Alright, so I'm going to set up one of those systems when we get back. But for now, I'm going to mine out as much of this as we can. And I guess we get some gold ore in this, which is nice. I think I'll also try to find a copper vein and grab some of that as well. And then I'll be back probably in 2 years with how long this takes. Okay, so I decided to come back. I've just mined out the iron. I didn't get the whole vein, but it is marked with the waypoint. And I was going through looking like to how we can process this thing, and I noticed this page here for the iron dust quest reward. We get a jackhammer. And I do remember that this the last time I played the pack. This thing is super OP. So I really want to get this as a pick to stop using flint and stone and things like that. So to get this quest reward, we're going to need a cauldron and some iron dust. So I think the only option we have right now to get our first pieces of iron from the ore is to use the porcelain melter, which is currently still at the other, or in the void world. So I'm going to go and grab that right now. And we'll move this system over and smelt up the first few pieces of iron to get that quest reward. And that's going to make getting the copper much easier. We can set up something like this, and we'll put the faucet on the side. Throw in some iron. Where is it? Here? Oh, actually, we need the casting table rather than the basin, because I want ingots rather than blocks. So I should have some more porcelain here, somewhere. And I'll make another faucet as well to put on the other side. There's the faucet. It is unfired, so I'm going to have to... maybe I should set up the clay kilns as well. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to set up an array of those. Okay, I was just going to move these, and after breaking 2, you only get the bricks, so I'm going to have to make some new ones. But that's okay. I'm going to make about 12-ish, I think, just to start with. But there's our other faucet anyway. So we should be able to pour this out now as ingots, although we need a cast, don't we? We got the blank cast here though, which we can chisel. Okay, nice. This I think was from a quest reward. Yeah, it was for making the melter itself, so where did my chisel go? There it is. So we can chisel this into the ingot cast, put this down here and pour our ingots over. Nice. So I think I'll put a hopper under this as well, and point the whopper in there, and I think that worked. Yes, it did. Nice. We also got this redstone clock as a quest reward, so I might as well put this to use to automatically cast out all of the iron, and have a spare whopper here for the other side. So I think if we stick this above this faucet, it's going to pulse it with redstone. Yep. So now we're getting iron ingots in here. We have to make them dust still. So how do we get dust from ingots? I really want this quest reward. Oh, we can use a mortar. Okay. I hope we can use a flint mortar. I should have one of those somewhere. Yep. Let's try this. Hopefully we can get dust. Yes, we can. Okay. So there's the iron dust. We just need a cauldron, was it? The cauldron takes plates, which needs the hammer, and that's going to be 6 more iron. There's our iron hammer. Well, we got quest complete for that. I wonder what quest rewards. We got an emerald hammerhead. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm just going to keep it there. So the last piece we need for the cauldron is wrought iron, which we can, I think, just get from burning iron or smelting it. But burning's probably easier, to be honest. So by tossing the ingots in the fire here, I'll put a charcoal block underneath. Any minute now they should turn into wrought iron. Yep, there we go. So we got some wrought iron, and then we need to plate this up. Oh, it has to be doubled. And then we get the plates. So this is actually really expensive. But I think it's going to be worth it to get this quest reward. Okay, I made up all the wrought iron plates that we need, and this will give us our cauldron. We already have the iron dust, so no quest reward. Oh, the prerequisite. Wait a sec, what is the prerequisite quest? Where even is this? Okay, it's in this page here, I found it. So it's this quest here, so we need to get these 2 first. So it turns out we have to crush the ore first, and then we can craft the crushed ore with a hammer, which gives us the impure, and that will unlock the quest. So we have this hammer, which we can use on the ore itself to smash it. So if we break it like this should unlock the quest. And then we can craft it like this, I think. Yep, that's impure. And that completed both of the quests. Oh, we need 1 more iron dust, okay. What did I do with that? There it is. And there is our jackhammer. Nice, okay. This hammer also has mending on it as well, so I've seen on one of the tips on the loading screen of this pack that we can eat lotus berries, I think. So remember, these are the ones that we have planted out there and they give experience. But if we hold this in the offhand, it should repair it. So currently we're at 1559 durability. Eat one of those, we're at full. So this way, this is never ever going to break, really. So now that I have this, I'm going to go out and find a bunch more resources. The next steps is to get into steam. So it's going to be this whole page here. We're going to start making steam, the first amount of EU power, and we're going to start getting our first machines as well. Alright, so I've done a whole lot of mining here. I got nearly a half double chest full of copper, gold, iron and tin as well. So I was having a look at the quest book for the Steam Age. We got the first quest, which gives us some copper dust. And there's two routes we can go here. I'm going to go right to begin with. Down here we're going to have to start Thaumcraft, so I think that'll be for next time. But to the right hand side we can get some copper plates, and it actually gives us the quest for the squeezer that I was talking about earlier on. So I think we'll finish off today by making this. So to do that we need some copper plates. I have some copper ingots here, which we can use the hammer to turn into plates, I assume. So I think we can just double them up, and same with the wrought iron. Craft them twice with the hammer, that gives us copper plates, and that's that quest done. That also conveniently gives us a slime block as well, which we can use for the automation. And the next quest is for a multi-block oven, which I think I will build. I was going to set up a whole array of kilns, but honestly, I think we can actually just skip straight to this. So to make this, we need some copper plates, some seared bricks, which I have cooking up here. I set up one. Just to make this a little bit easier, I loaded it with quite a lot of grout. So we have some seared bricks being cooked here. So let's make this furnace controller, and we'll make this seared furnace. And then for the squeezer, all it takes is some iron, which we've seen before. I'll actually get that going right now. I also have to have a lever there to turn off the faucet, otherwise it's going to cast it all into ingots. And we want this as blocks. One thing I'm also going to have to be careful of here is building too much in this little cave, because it's going to make it annoying trying to move everything over. So for sure between episodes, I'm going to flesh out a building style, and I think I might show the process of that, because it's really useful to have a plan early on of what you're going to do. It's just very easy to get sidetracked and distracted when you're playing this game. So to craft this controller we're going to need some lava, and we can use our philosopher's stone again to transmute the obsidian. So we'll put our mitts on, transmute it, pick it up and put it in the workbench, and then all we need is the plates in here, and that's our furnace controller and also the quest. And our iron is all melted now, so we should be able to pour it in the basin. Wow, there is a lot of zombies out there. I don't know if you can see all the entities on the map there at the top right, but the mobs in this are crazy. Okay, there's our block of iron, and we should be able to craft our squeezer. Yep, and there's the quest. Gives us some more redstone and miner's stew. So I was going to set both of these systems up, the furnace and the squeezer, but I think instead I'm going to put a cut in here. Take a little break, and I'm going to make things a little bit more permanent outside here. So I'm going to pick a block pallet and so on, and lay things down in a more permanent position, so I don't have to move things too much. So maybe it feels like a bit of a shorter episode, but actually we're already on 12 hours played already, so there is a lot of playtime just to get to this point. But this isn't a speed run. I'm just gonna try and have fun here. So anyways, this is going to be it for today. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you for some more FTB interactions soon.